Books Delson from the At Me Bro show, and I wanted to we're still looking for that Amethyst point guard slot to really be filled out. Terrence Davis is still at the top of the heap, but he does leave some things to be desired. Not having playmaking badges, not being the fastest card in the world, not being the best with animations. The other would be Reggie Jackson, but without Hall of Fame, without any quick first step, Reggie kind of struggles to get around the pick and roll. Jordan Clarkson has some things going for him in this regard, and he's worth a look. Now, because of so many great things coming out, and you guys have been here on the channel supporting the videos, I had a lot of priorities to take care of before EVOing Jordan Clarkson. But we got the EVO done, and I've had to play with the character quite a bit before the EVO, the biggest difference being the quick first step, but I got a really good sense of his dribbles. So let's analyze the card. He should be pretty cheap on the market. We'll check his market price at the end of this video, but let's break down what he's really bringing to the table. So first and foremost, the number one thing is this is a big guard at 6'5", and he does dunk a lot. And with coach boosted stats, which we'll look into right now, he's got that 98 midi, 93 pointer. Before his EVO, he has a shot creator takeover. If that's the same way, that'll be a really great takeover to go with. He has some nice moving shot animations. He should be a solid mid-range character. You see the driving dunks in 80, the layups way up there, the ball handles a 94. So this is just no real interior defense or rebounding, but his perimeter defense is an 81, which is solid for an Amethyst point guard, pretty good. His lateral quickness leaves a bit to be desired at 84 though, so that hurts a little bit. His speed is a 93, which again, that goes back to the side of being really good for the card. Acceleration 89, speed with ball 87, and a vertical of 90, which is one of the reasons this card dunks so much. I mean, an 80 dunk rating is solid to begin with, but the fact that he has that 90 dunk rating, that 90 vertical really pushes his dunking upwards. I think the vertical might be the thing that makes cards dunk a lot, because I noticed that cards with a high vertical, even if they don't have the highest dunk rating, they tend to dunk really often. But that's just speculation. So let's look at the badges here. So he gets gold clamps, which is fantastic. Gold pick dodger, which is also really important. No other notable badges. You guys know how I feel about pick pocket. I don't think it's the biggest badge. And off ball pass, I don't know about that one either. Trapper is kind of whatever. Playmaking badges. So this is a guy who's more of a creator off the dribble when it comes to the playmaking. He has pretty much all of the break you down playmaking badges, and those are all complemented by bailout and needle threader. So slashing to the basket and passing out of his shot, he's very strong. He doesn't have any of the point guard badges though, like as in floor general or dimer, which if you're running him with the low overall squad, that dimer is going to help you out a lot, and he doesn't have that. Shooting badges. Again, this guy's a real shot creator type character. Difficult shots. He should be a mid-range superstar with his badge setup. And he also has gold catch and shoot, so he should knock down those open threes for you. He doesn't have range extender, but he does have dead eye, and obviously he has the gold quick draw and green machine. And then the finishing badges, same thing. He's got pretty much every important finishing badge on gold except Slithery Finisher. That's the one that he's really missing in that regard. Now, here's the thing with Jordan Clarkson. His shot's fine. He's got a solid jumper. No complaints there. His moving shot's pretty good. As you can see here, he's got a nice moving shot. I like it a lot. My problem with Jordan Clarkson is for all of his speed, he has a lot of really bad dribbles in the full court. Now, he does have a really nice behind the back, but his crossover, it's that it doesn't move him at all. He's just still running in a straight line. So that's not great. His double crossover, same thing. He just kind of keeps in the same spot. So that's not great. His between the legs is extremely slow. It's almost a power forwards between the legs. You see, he really winds it up, and it doesn't combo very well. Now, his behind the back, on the other hand, he has a really good behind the back. But again, he's just putting the ball behind his back. He's not speed boosting necessarily. He's not moving in any direction in particular. The one thing I'll give his behind the back credit for is there is minimal slowdown. So his full court dribbles in general are not super strong. Let's look at his hesitation. Again, the hesitation left stick crossover is usually the saving grace for cards, but he can't do that either. and his hesitation crossover, he doesn't go in the same direction. So my main beef with Jordan Clarkson is he just, for the most part, has no good dribbling animations in the full court at all. And when you're running full court and someone's in front of you, he really doesn't have a lot of options. You truly do have to just try to run around people. Or maybe hesitate into the jumper or go into a moving shot. So I don't love that. So let's go to his half-court dribbles. So again, Jordan Clarkson really struggles in this regard. He's got a decent left trigger hesitation. You know, he gets out of that really quickly. You can really feel the quick first step with that. So that's okay. But that's not the strongest attack. You really do need that Pro 3 or Pro 1 hesitation. Unless you're like Westbrook, where you have 99 speed, then you can get away with it. Now, the other thing that could help you get away with it is if you have a really strong step back. But without range extender, his step back doesn't help him a lot. So this is just, in my opinion, a character. He's not bad, don't get me wrong. We saw all of the reasons he's good. 6'5", good dunker, great mid-range guy, gonna hit the open shot. Got a lot of great break you down badges. But the bottom line is, that's all he has. He doesn't have a single animation that I've found that's good. Like, he can't do the killer crossover. His behind the back is okay. His momentum is nothing special. I was playing with Michael Jordan last night on my boy's account, and you know, he's got some really special momentum dribbles. You know, he doesn't have those. He just doesn't have anything that I can really use to make the card an individual scorer in any kind of way. And that's really his role, is as an individual scorer. So it's not that I think this is a bad card, but he's not helping you out. He's a bit on the struggle bus in terms of creating, but that's his primary skill. So, and he doesn't have the behind the back teleport. Like, he really, I personally have looked through all of his animations. Even his size up is slow, has a slow start up. He does explode out of it really quickly, and he's definitely a card that I feel like just doesn't have the blessing of the animations, outside of the fact that he's got good moving shots and generally solid dunk animations. I would consider, if I was putting point guards on a tier list in terms of animations, where I would say Steph Curry is absolute S tier. He has every single perfect animation. Russell Westbrook is like A+, suffering a little bit from not having the Pro 3, Pro 1 hesitation, but every other animation he has is totally elite. Jordan Clarkson really would be a D tier when it comes to animations. Like, everything you get from an 86 ball control, he gets that, but he gets nothing else. He doesn't have a single animation that I'd like to see on another character. So that's it for Jordan Clarkson. That's the overall review for EVO Jordan Clarkson. Do I think he's a bad card? No, but I do think even amongst Amethyst point guards, I would actually say I might rather run D Brown. And you guys know I don't love that D Brown card. I think that D Brown card is also on the struggle bus in a lot of ways. But Jordan Clarkson I would say he's worse than D Brown. And I honestly really do dislike D Brown. I ain't even gonna lie to you guys. He just doesn't have any dribbles I can use. For me, he's just a turbo to the basket, catch and shoot point guard, and that play style can be effective in spurts, but he just, you know, I think it's funny. Carson Cruz, you in the chat. What's up, homie? Carson Cruz says, bro, I'm running at Kobe White. Yeah, Kobe White, honestly, that's the comp to Jordan Clarkson. It's that Kobe White, and Kobe White is much better than Jordan Clarkson. In fact, Kobe White is the Jordan Clarkson that you're looking for. I would say, I'm glad you brought that up, man. Oh, no problem, man. He said you kill him with that Jimmy step back. Yeah, that's his game, man. Like, if he was a Street Fighter character, that's his Hadouken. That's his Sonic Boom. You base his entire game around that, and Jimmy's phenomenal. Not just good, phenomenal. You said you need Lamar Odom and Levine. I have Lamar Odom on my other account, and it's so funny you say that, because I was literally thinking, man, I should do a retro review of Lamar Odom. If you guys would like to see that, let me know. I will definitely have no problem doing that and throwing that up for you guys. I was thinking of also doing it for Kobe, but quite honestly, I'm not personally ready to make a Kobe Bryant video. And now that the channel is eligible for monetization, I definitely would not monetize a Kobe Bryant video. I just don't see myself feeling good about making money off of his name, so I'm gonna just leave. I'm gonna let Kobe rest unless they release something new, in which case I feel the obligation to cover it. But for now, I'm gonna leave Kobe in the past. Go get the Amy Levine. Yeah, I might look at the Amy Levine. Because like you said, man, the Levine's gonna have those amazing animations. All right, let's see what Clarkson is going for. So even if he's not super great, we can see if he's at value. You know, so at 6K, 4K, yeah, this card is definitely way too expensive. I mean, I'm glad he's expensive because I'm about to put him up for 4,500 to see if I can get rid of him. But yeah, I definitely cannot recommend this card. In fact, I normally don't like to give recommendations, but if you're a dribbler, I definitely don't recommend this card. Like if you play it, if you're just catch and shoot straight line person, by all means enjoy your EVO Jordan Clarkson. But I think if you are, like in general, the Kobe White is superior in virtually every way. He just has phenomenal animations, and I think that card can compete at the high level, except for the fact that he doesn't have range extender. If Kobe White had range extender, I would say even with his suspect defense, he's big, he's got excellent animations, he's got excellent ratings. That's a pretty good card. All right, so that's going to wrap it up for this one. Thank you for rocking with me with this retro review now at this point. Jordan Clarkson's a pretty old card, and there aren't a ton of him on the market. But for you completionists, you might want to look at that card and so on and so forth, know whether or not you have a gem. I don't consider Jordan Clarkson a gem. So, you know, I consider him an outdated, bad card. Not even gonna lie. But I showed you what he can do. So if you disagree with me, you at least have the tools and the information to decide, well, I play a different style than Books, so he'll work on my squad. You'll know that too. If I get a chance, I would love to also do this Iman Shumpert. And yeah, I might go back and do that Lamar Odom. So good stuff, Carson. We might get into that. All right, thank you guys so much. I will see you in the next one, and peace. Yes. Before I get out of here, Carson asked if I did a dive on C-Web. Yes, that is on this channel. I didn't make a thumbnail because I'm really busy with work. I do not have time to do thumbnails, but C-Web is on this channel.